So we often don't think that linguistic warfare is like a primary for a lot of countries, right? You always see that it's probably resources, oil, black gold, agricultural sectors, uh, regional expansionism, but all of that comes back to also linguistic warfare. I mean, Puerto Ricans were forced into learning the Spanish dialect, the Hispania, the integration of Latin uh, from Rome and the Portuguese, Hispania, right? So that was a region, a linguistic region that Spain attempted to kind of like integrate. Then the Spaniards had the linguistic war, which was removal of Arabic from Spain. We don't hear much about it. How they burned books of Arabic languages. So yes, there is the underlying warfare stratagem of linguistics. Um, doesn't It's not really talked about in Italy as much when we hear about how the Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Empire, was conquering, but it was never conquering dialect or the tongue itself. We know that Jesus was Aramaic, and the Hebrew language is something that Israel, holds on to. In order for you to be part of Jew or Islam, you have to be linguistic, right? And so, even if you're a Muslim, you're not speaking the tongue. They don't consider you fully part of Islam or fully part of Israel. And so, and this is why it's important for the integration of Latin America and Spain to be under Arabic because of the linguistic warfare that's happening from Europe. Europe, I mean, the British fought against Latin. And they fight in the US against Latin. It's been a big debate of why you're not speaking English. Um, Spain was actually there before the British or the French in North America. Um, and so North America could have been a continent of pure Latin. And then we had mass migration into the U.S. and our population started to be powerful and people really upset, especially from Mother Africa, the continent of Africa. The diaspora. Why are so many people speaking Latin, right? So it would be much better if we spoke Arabic because of the history in Africa, of the faith and the linguistics. Swahili is one of the most prominent languages spoken in Africa, and also of the Middle East. So, um, and so at on the ground level, on the field level, you don't really notice. You notice it. People like the Dominican Republic tend to speak Spanish. They don't. The women don't want the women don't want the English. The linguistic warfare is there. The women do not want English. They want a Spanish speaking individual. They want Spanish speaking men. Right? They emphasize that. And Puerto Rico is the same thing. It's the linguistic warfare. If I come and speak English and Arabic in Puerto Rico, I'm going to be sidelined politically. So they want me getting que yo hable español todos los días, porque es la batalla de la idioma en Puerto Rico, no solamente de la raza. So, hay guerra lingüística que no se está revelando en las historias de guerras. No está revelando la historia de esto de guerras como unificar Latinoamérica. De idioma, porque hay muchos idiomas indígenas, de los críos y todo eso, son diferentes idiomas que habla en Latinoamérica. So, los idiomas es un lenguaje, es una batalla porque no se ha hablado mucho en términos de tipo de guerra. Pero esas son unas guerras grandes que vienen de Europa y de Estados Unidos, sí, porque aunque Alemania, Italia, tú sabes, hablan su lenguaje, eso no significa que ese es el lenguaje del dominio.